So I wanted to make a train set out of these Jenga blocks or these tumbling tower blocks from Dollar Tree. So I got 9 tumbling tower blocks. These were some little oranges, and I just cut the leaves off of them. And then I have some half beads and some those popsicle sticks that I just cut in different sections for the sides of the back of the train. I'm gonna try to make it look as close to a train as I can, and I'm using wood glue and hot glue to get everything to stick together. And then I'm gonna paint it all. So I hope this idea works out. So, how is everyone doing today? I am Kay from At Home with Kay, and this is your happy place for all things cozy, crafty, and creative. I love making budget friendly home decor that everyone can do, that's really easy and simple. And if you're not already a subscriber, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and joining the family, and keep the creativity flowing here at Home with Kay. And on this part, the block was a little bit not even, so I had to take a few little pieces of wood to stick under the bottom to try to make it one level. Yeah, some of those blocks aren't, quite even sometimes. And what I did was I just looked at the image of a train to figure out how I was going to do it out of Jenga blocks and little pieces of wood that I had. So that's what I'm doing. That I don't know what that little round thing was, but I noticed a lot of trains have a round like belly type on the back of it. So that's why I put that on there and that half beat on the front, because I noticed that trains sometimes have that rounded part in the front. So I'm just trying to do this as best I can with what I have. So we'll see how it turns out, and you guys let me know for sure. And the oranges, I told you those round things were little oranges, little round oranges with leaves. I cut the leaf off because I didn't have anything to make my wheels. And at first I was going to use a half beat, but it just didn't look right. So I just needed some round circles. And that's what, that is for me. Just some round circles now. And I'm going to use those for my wheels. I know I left a lot of that in there when I was putting it together, but sorry about that. But now I'm taking my black paint, and this is just that black chalkboard paint from Dollar Tree, and I am going to paint the entire thing black, the entire train. I'm going to paint it black, and that's what I'm doing right here. And I promise you, I'm not going to put you through the torture of watching me paint this entire train. Now this is what it looks like when it's all black. And then I have a gold paint pen, and I am going to just do just some little detail on the train, like trim out the edges, put some little things on the wheels, stuff like that. Nothing perfect, nothing, you know, lifelike or anything. It's just going to be some little detailing so it can actually look like a train, and then we'll move on to our next step. Now, do you see this white thing here? Um, those come in boxes of gloves, and it's because they pack the gloves in there, and that thing bounces up to push the gloves to the front so you can get it out of the box. Well, I always see them and I wonder, what can I do with this? Well, I decided to use that as the base for my mountain that my train is going to be going over. So that's why I'm gluing this piece of wood on top of this piece of cardboard, on top of it, to, make it so it's a full surface, and then I can go on and put something on top of it. And this is going to be a snowy mountain that our train is going over. So I got one of those cloths from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to hot glue that onto our mountain. And it's going to be a snow-covered mountain top. So that's why I'm using the snow. And the hot glue works just fine. I'm just going to hot glue it around and cut off all the extra. And then I'll show you what it looks like in just a moment. And this is what it looks like over there on the side. Now this is just a piece of cardboard I paint it black. I wanted to make the train tracks, but I didn't know what to make them out of. And then I said, I'll just make them out of cardboard because it's bendable and it'll bend to go around the mountain. You know what I mean? So, on top of the mountain rather. So that's why I used the cardboard. And I'm just going to cut some thin strips and then some smaller strips. And then I'll just hot glue it on top of it. And now I'm just measuring the width of it because I didn't realize the back of the train and the front of the train are two different sizes. So I'm going to have to make it wider than I thought. So that's okay. I just cut a few more pieces and now I'm going to hot glue it all across the top. And then I'm going to hot glue the trains to it as well. Now here it is with our train tracks all done, and then I wanted to put some guardrails on the bottom of the bridge, you know, because this is actually a bridge going over something. So that's why I used those two skewers, and I painted them white. Now I'm going to connect my train cars, and then I'm going to hot glue them to the train tracks. But this is what it looks like, all glued onto the train tracks. Now we're going to fill the back of the train with presents because they're bringing presents to the village to all the kids. How exciting. And these are just those little presents you get at Dollar Tree at Christmas time. They have them every year in a pack of like 12, I think, for $1. I think they're $1.50 now. But you guys have seen these, I'm sure. And then, friends, what I did off camera was I took one of those cutting boards from Dollar Tree. I had used it before for another project, and I took it apart. And then I painted this winter scene with these mountains on it. I didn't put you guys through all that of me painting and everything. And then I'm going to hot glue our train and our little mountain to that winter scene. And I will show you what it looks like in just a second. And there you have it, folks. Is it kind of giving you Polar Express vibes? I hope so, because that's what I was trying to give. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. So thanks for joining me, guys, for another fantastic DIY on a budget. Thank you for crafting with me today. And remember to always be the sunshine.